Here's our top story.
KTAR News, 92.3 FM, Arizona's news station.
The Maricopa County Attorney's Office is a total mess. It's a complete shambles.
That's been kind.
So the last few weeks we've been talking about Allister Adel. People wanted her to resign last month. She has had problems with alcohol in the past. Some of the people she's working with say she's been drunk on the job.
Yes.
Now, she says she is not.
Or MIA. That's always a good one, too.
True. But what has come out today is, you have to be furious about this. So I want you to think about it. Let's say that someone beat up your daughter.
Okay. Well, then,
in a domestic violence situation.
Then we probably have other police coming, and it's probably not a misdemeanor.
180 criminal cases were forgotten about by the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. So there are women out there who were beaten by these awful human beings, these men, right? So they go to the cops, right?
Yeah.
You go to prosecute these guys, they get off free.
Well, they did let the cops and the victims know they screwed up.
So
By the way,
nice.
there is zero we can do. That's the sad thing. It's time for a recall. If she won't resign, it's time for a recall.
So 180 of these criminal cases had to be dropped because the Maricopa County Attorney's Office forgot to file charges.
Yeah.
They forgot to file the charges. So you have misdemeanor cases, including, as I said, domestic violence. You've got drunken driving. There's assaults, criminal damage. And what happens? These 180 guys, it's 180 people, get a free pass.
Yeah.
Because they forgot.
Well,
how do you forget? What's the one job you have if you're Maricopa County Attorney's Office? You prosecute people. You don't forget.
She's blaming everybody over and over and over again. It's somebody else's fault. It's this person's fault. There was a mess here when I got here. And everybody, February 2022, which is less than a month ago,
Yep.
They came out and they sent 5 of her top people, sent things to the board and to anybody else who would listen to every media outlet. She is a hot mess. She needs to resign. I'm paraphrasing. She is. Her alcoholism has gotten in the way of doing her job. 180 cases, and there is nothing we can do unless there's a recall. She is not doing the job that she is supposed to be doing, and it starts at the top. The top is people have been trying to hide. They spend more time trying to hide her mistakes than doing their job, and you can't run something like this that way.
Somebody gets behind the wheel, has 14 beers, and plows into you.
Well, you probably get a felony at that point.
That person is off. Just saying.
Yeah, if it's a misdemeanor, you walk
but there's
free
drunken
without
driving,
anything.
drunken driving, domestic violence. So 180 criminal cases, they forgot about it. All right, I think this is a fair question, though. All right, you blame it all on Allister Adel.
100%.
All right. Well, that wasn't my only question. Is this because of alcohol, or is it because they're incompetent? Do they both run together? What if this had nothing to do with that she's an alcoholic?
That's even worse.
It is even worse. Right.
If you're that incompetent and has nothing to do with alcoholism, then even more so that you need to go.
Yeah.
But the fact that everybody has tiptoed around the fact that you have a drinking problem, they've tried to be kind, people have bent over backwards, they've hidden all this mistake here and mistake there because they want you to succeed. Well, at some point in time, you're failing the people that put you in power, and it's time to go. And we're stuck with her till 2024 because she only answers to the voters unless she decides she needs to leave. And she has said it over and over again, she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, but you can forget about her having trouble with alcohol because a lot of people have that. And I feel bad for her that she has a problem like this, and I'm sure it's brutal. But you can't just forget about almost 200 cases.
No.
You know, and now, what do they call it? I forgot. What do they call it when it runs out?
Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah.
So they all ran out.
Yeah.
So you can't do anything to these 180 people.
They've had their opportunity, and they did nothing, and every one of those people should send her a card and say, I hope you feel better soon. Thanks for the free get-out-of-jail card. Yeah. And she needs to go. And look, could there be mistakes below? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, she sets the tone at the top, and the tone at the top has been nightmare for God knows how long this has been going on, and it's continuing to go on.
What's the next thing? We put it this way. We should not be talking about the Maricopa County Attorney's office.
No.
This is not something that we should be discussing.
No.
Because when you discuss the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, something bad happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something's going wrong.
Especially in this situation, because we talk about her at least once a month, and it's
that's
the
not
same
good.
thing over.
Right.
Something's gone wrong in her office. She's blaming somebody else. This is a mess. Time for her to go.